Have you ever felt like you're living the same day over and over again? You wake up, you go through the motions, you interact with the same people, you face the same challenges, and you go to bed with the same lingering anxieties. It's like being an actor in a play where the script never changes. This cycle, which ancient traditions called samsara, isn't just a feeling. It's a neurological and energetic reality. You are caught in a feedback loop, a prison of your own unconscious design. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking that prison isn't in some grand, dramatic gesture, but in the most subtle shifts of your perception? What if your very existence could be transformed not by changing the world outside, but by reorchestrating the universe within you? This isn't philosophy, it's physics. You are standing at the intersection of consciousness and the quantum field, the place where you stop being a passive observer of your life and become its deliberate architect. The feeling that you are meant for more, that there is a grander design at play, is not your imagination. It is the first whisper of a profound truth. Your reality is not fixed. It is a dynamic, intelligent field of potential, waiting for you, the conscious observer, to collapse the wave of infinite possibilities into the experience you choose. This is the beginning of your personal transformation, a journey from the repetitive loops of the past into the quantum alignment of your true potential. It starts now by recognizing that the patterns holding you captive are not your destiny. They are simply a frequency you've been tuned into, and you have the power to change the channel. The solution to breaking free from these repetitive cycles lies in understanding the fundamental nature of your reality. You are not just a physical body navigating a solid, predictable world. You are a field of energy and information, existing within a larger, intelligent field of energy and information. This is the quantum field. Quantum physics, the most tested and proven science in history, reveals a universe that is radically different from our everyday experience. At its most fundamental level, reality is not made of solid things, but of potential, of waves of probability. The famous double-slit experiment demonstrated something that shatters our classical view of the world. Particles of matter exist in a state of all possibilities simultaneously until they are observed. The moment you, the conscious observer, place your attention on something, that wave of potential collapses into a singular physical event. Think about what this means for your life. Your focused awareness is the creative force that turns possibility into reality. You are literally collapsing reality into form with your attention. This isn't a metaphor. It is the observer effect. When you are stuck in a loop, you are unconsciously focusing on the same problems, the same limitations, the same story of who you are. Your energy, your observation, is consistently collapsing the quantum field into the same familiar patterns. The transformation begins the moment you consciously withdraw your attention from your unwanted reality and place it on a new potential. You begin to observe the future you desire, not as a distant dream, but as a potential that already exists in the quantum field, waiting for your observation to make it real. This is how you shift from being a product of your past to being the creator of your future. You are not trying to force a change on the world. You are aligning your personal energy field with a possibility that already exists. So why is it so hard to break these cycles if we have this incredible power? The answer lies deep within the architecture of your brain and the programming of your subconscious mind. Neuroscience has shown that by the time we are in our mid-30s, our identity becomes a finite set of memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, and conditioned beliefs. In fact, 95% of who you are by that age is a subconscious program. You think you are making conscious choices, but in reality, your body, programmed by years of repetition, is on autopilot. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a real experience and an imagined one. Each time you replay a painful memory or worry about a negative future, you are instructing your body to relive that emotional reality. This generates specific chemical signatures, the feelings of guilt, shame, anger, or fear. Over time, you become addicted to these emotional states. Your body literally starts to crave the chemistry of your familiar suffering because it has become your baseline, your known identity. This is the neurological basis of samsara. You are trapped not by external circumstances, but by the unconscious neural patterns and emotional addictions that keep you anchored to your past. To change your life, you must be willing to become a stranger to your old self. You have to unmemorize your emotional addictions and recondition your body to a new mind. This requires moving beyond the analytical mind and into the operating system of the subconscious. It means choosing to feel the emotions of your future: gratitude, wholeness, abundance, before the evidence of that future has manifested. This act of embodying a new state of being is what begins to literally prune old synaptic connections and sprout new ones, creating a new neurological framework for a new reality. This is where the transformation becomes practical and actionable. You begin this process by making a decision with such firm intention that the amplitude of that decision carries a level of energy that is greater than the hardwired programs in your brain and the emotional addiction in your body. This decision is not a passive wish. It is a command to the quantum field. The first step is to become so conscious of your unconscious thoughts that you don't let any thought, behavior, or emotion that you don't want to experience slip by your awareness unnoticed. You become the gatekeeper of your mind. When you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought or feeling a familiar negative emotion, you simply have to say, "This is not me. This is the old program." By observing the program instead of being the program, you reclaim your power. The second step is to consciously choose a new potential and rehearse it in your mind. Close your eyes and mentally create the reality you desire. Who would you be in that future? How would you walk, talk, and feel? As you immerse yourself in this experience, your brain begins to install the neurological hardware to look as if the experience has already happened. This is not just wishful thinking. According to the science of epigenetics, when you generate an elevated emotion like gratitude or joy, you are sending new signals to your genes. Genes are like light switches. They can be turned on and off by signals from their environment. Your internal state, your emotions and thoughts, is a primary part of that environment. By changing your internal state, you can literally signal new genes in new ways, upgrading your physical body and your energetic signature to match your desired future. You are becoming, at a biological and energetic level, the person you need to be to attract that new reality. Now, let's go deeper into the physics of this transformation. Your new state of being, this combination of clear intention and elevated emotion, broadcasts a distinct electromagnetic signature, a specific frequency, into the quantum field. Everything in the universe is energy, frequency, and vibration. The thoughts you think send an electrical signal out into the field, and the emotions you feel generate a magnetic signal that draws reality to you. The combination of what you are thinking and how you are feeling is what creates your state of being, and that state of being is constantly broadcasting a signal. When your signal is incoherent, meaning you want success but you feel lack, you are sending a mixed, chaotic message. You are canceling out your own creation. The key is to create a coherent signal, where your thoughts and feelings are aligned. This is quantum alignment. When you achieve this coherence, you begin to resonate with the potential reality in the quantum field that matches your frequency. This is the principle of resonance. Like a tuning fork causing another tuning fork to vibrate, your coherent energy field activates a corresponding reality. This is when your life begins to change in miraculous ways. You start to notice synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that are too perfect to be random. You think of someone, and they call. You need a solution, and the answer appears in a book you randomly open. These are not coincidences. They are evidence. They are feedback from the intelligent conscious field, showing you that your signal is being received and that reality is reorganizing itself around your new state of a being. Ancient spiritual traditions understood this. The Vedanta philosophy speaks of Brahman, the universal consciousness, and Atman, the individual consciousness, as being one and the same. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. When you align your personal will with the universal intelligence, the universe conspires to support you because you are not separate from it. You are a fractal of the whole, a unique point of consciousness through which the universe experiences itself. Trust these signs. They are the breadcrumbs on the path, confirming that you are moving in the right direction. They are the universe winking at you, letting you know the transformation is underway. To make this a living reality, you must move from intellectual understanding to daily application. This transformation is not a one-time event, it is a practice. It requires you to integrate this new awareness into the fabric of your everyday life. I want you to start a simple but powerful daily practice. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you engage with the outside world, take 10 to 15 minutes for yourself. Close your eyes and consciously disconnect from your identity as a person with problems. Disconnect from your schedule, your relationships, your body. Become pure consciousness and awareness in the infinite blackness of the quantum field. From this place of no thing, of pure potential, begin to ask yourself, what is the greatest expression of myself I can be today? Rehearse the feeling of that future self. Feel the gratitude for the life you are creating, as if it has already happened. Let this feeling saturate every cell of your body. This practice primes your brain and body to live in your future, not your past. It sets a new energetic baseline for your day. Then, throughout your day, your job is to maintain this state. When you face a challenge, instead of reacting from the old programming of fear or anger, pause. Ask yourself, how would my future self handle this? Act from that elevated state. This is how you make the quantum leap. I want to invite you to engage with this process actively. In the comments below, share one small synchronicity you have experienced recently. It could be anything. Seeing a repeating number sequence, hearing a song with a meaningful message, or an unexpected encounter. By sharing it, you not only acknowledge it for yourself, but you also create a collective field of evidence that inspires everyone here. Let's create a living document of reality reorganizing itself. As you embark on this journey, be prepared for resistance. The single greatest obstacle you will face is your own doubt, fueled by the familiar feelings of your past. There will be a moment, perhaps a day or even a week after you begin this work, when you feel no different. You'll look at your life, and nothing will have changed on the outside. This is the critical test. Your senses are telling you that reality is still the same, and your body, addicted to the old emotions, will start to crave the familiar. The analytical mind will whisper, "See? It's not working. This is just fantasy." This is where most people give up and return to their default state. You must understand that there is a quantum lag, a delay between when you broadcast your new signal and when the physical evidence manifests. You are collapsing a new reality, and it takes time and sustained energetic investment for that wave of potential to crystallize into a three-dimensional experience. The Bible says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This is a quantum formula. Your faith, your persistent belief and embodied emotion in a future you cannot yet see with your senses, is the very substance that creates it. When doubt arises, you must see it for what it is. The death rattle of the old self. It is the ego, the subconscious program, fighting for its survival. Your job is not to fight it, but to observe it with awareness and gently, persistently, return your focus to your vision. Every time you choose to feel gratitude in the face of lack, to feel whole in the face of sickness, or to feel empowered in the face of victimhood, you are weakening the old self and strengthening the new one. This is the work. It is the alchemy of turning the lead of old conditioning into the gold of a new destiny. Be patient and relentless with yourself. You are rewiring decades of programming. Trust the process, even and especially when your senses tell you otherwise. The reorganization is happening on a level you cannot yet perceive. Let's bring this all together. You are not a victim of circumstance. randomly adrift in a meaningless universe. You are a powerful conscious creator, participating in an intelligent and responsive quantum field. The life you have been living, with its repetitive loops and frustrations, is not your destiny. It is the result of an unconscious program, a set of memorized thoughts and emotional addictions that have been broadcasting the same signal, creating the same reality day after day. But you are waking up. You are beginning to see the bars of your own cage. The tools for your liberation are not outside of you. They are within you. Through the lens of quantum physics, you understand that your focused attention collapses reality. Through neuroscience, you know you can rewire your brain and recondition your body to a new mind. Through epigenetics, you see that you can signal new genes and literally change your biology. And through ancient wisdom, you remember that you are an inseparable part of the universal intelligence. Your transformation is a journey of unlearning and remembering. You are unlearning the limitations of your past and remembering your true nature as a divine creator. The synchronicities and subtle shifts you begin to notice are not magic. They are physics. They are the evidence that the field is responding to your new frequency. Your only job is to trust this process. Decide who you want to be and walk, talk, think, and feel as that person now. Embody the frequency of the reality you desire, and that reality must find you. It is the law. So I ask you, what decision will you make today? Will you allow the programs of your past to write your future? Or will you pick up the pen, connect to the infinite potential within, and begin to script a new existence? The quantum field is waiting for your command. Your transformation is not a possibility. It is an inevitability. The moment you decide, embrace it, trust it, become it.